My family, hi, welcome to yet another one. So listen to this message that Prophet Angel has for Zimbabweans.
Right now from here, I'm going to Eswatini just of this service. Now, we are driving like 24 hours. Oh, I can fly. But I want to go through. Don't think I'm just moving there. I have too many things that I need to do. I'm going there because I'm working as well. As an ambassador, I have to go there. There are things that I need to do. But at the same time, I'm a prophet. There are also things I need to do as a prophet. At the same time, I'm a businessman. There are things I need to do as a businessman. But in all these locations, the people I meet, kings and presidents, when I enter the location, I'm not crawling down like this. No. The only person that I've given that level of honor and respect is our president here. For the reason that I go there as a prophet, as an ambassador, as me. And because my father went home to be with the Lord, I've taken him as a father as well. So there are positions where he will talk to me as a son in the sense of physical. Then there are positions, but I know when he addresses me as prof, I know what he's trying to get my opinion on and is. Then there are times he says angel. I know definitely he's trying to take his cap as a father. Then when he says ambassador, I know I'm in trouble. It's an ambassador. It's work, it has to be done. I was traveling with my son UJ, and as we are driving around with our team, and sometimes we limit the teams. We say this team, and we just go like, so we're driving, and people are like, they are noticing us. So as it always is, oh, prophet. And see, some people who are not even from our church are, celebrating some wave their hands and all these things. And I get in. Hear me well. My son says, Dad, do you not get tired of people celebrating you? Everywhere you go, we have gone to Dubai, they celebrate. We went to Thailand. Even at the airport, people notice who you are. I said, do you remember what I used to do? He said, yes, you used to get them to switch off to remove their photograph that they would have taken. I said, God visited me. He said, doesn't matter. He said to me, do you know how many of my servants wish they had your life? And do you know how many Christians want to touch you? And you are bothered by somebody who is celebrating your presence. And they are celebrating you because of me in you. And you are preventing, you are deleting photos, you delete this one. Stop, leave it. I said, son, when they're doing like this, thank God that you have made an influence in Christ that is actually affected people. There are some that want this to happen and it doesn't happen. I was up there with my son here and I was saying, just check the comments of how many people are derogatory towards somebody who is a giver. How somebody can give money and they oppose the giver. The Sunday we gave money here, I don't read comments. I don't go on social media to see what people are saying. When we started reading, I realized something as I was reading. I realized the comments that were coming in as he was showing us. When I went to where it was that WICKNELL had given money, and he said, Sir, WICKNELL has given this and given this. Someone under there said, Marinika.
State funds.
Wow. My problem is it because that he came out and said, I've given this, that is your problem? Imagine if he never made it public. Would you still be crying that this is state funds? And the question then I ask is, where did you know it was state funds? And when did you get this knowledge that state has these funds? And if you know this is state funds, why are you not taking it? You're not as holy as we all know this. You lie, you gossip. So why can't you steal? Why is any other sin okay for you except stealing state funds? Hear me. There are people like us that when he came and said, this is what I want to do, I literally objected and said, WICKNELL, put it there. Post it. He said, but I don't need to post. I said, post it.
True.
There is no way I can move out there with something you bought and I've not told the world.
True. You did.
Now, I want to ask the question, how many people has he given without announcing? And you think he announced everything?
So many.
I've met people that were given cars, money, that testified to me, but they've not posted it. From the same WICKNELL. But because one person posted, another person posted, and he says, God, do you know he doesn't even talk to the people that, it's not like, I want to give you something and I'm going to post it. No. He just found a way of sending it. He didn't know. When he gave him, he didn't know. Yeah. Zero. I'm telling you, zero knowledge. It's only after that he said to him, yeah, I spoke to Prophet Angel about it.
Yeah, I did.
And I didn't tell him.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And I was supposed to go with him somewhere, and I knew the time for him to be given a car is now. I said, no, stay here. Just there's some things that I want you to do for me. So he kept on calling me and say, what am I supposed to do? I said, no, I'm just arranging 2 or 3. Now you are here. We give as Uebert Angel Foundation, and we show it to the world. And underneath the comments, they said, you see, yes, he steals money from church. At least he's giving it back.
That's when you see the spirit of foolishness.
Kudzima kwekudzima. Benzi rinonyengirwa nemapenzi.
Fools being led by other fools.
Enin kompop. Saka ndikakutaridzai kuti izvo zvangu zvandiri kuita ndaba mari. Kodai ndanyarara ndarega kukupai.
Will that mean I'm stealing? What if I then don't tell you?
There are givers that I know for sure that don't say it because they don't have social media. They're not operating on social media. For example, Honorable Scott. The day I was coming out of my house here, my office, and I look there and I see people from Croc Motors with a truck, and they're delivering a new Range Rover. And I said, who? I said, yeah, it's Honorable Scott who's giving you a car. So I called him. I said, so he said, yeah, it's your car. The other guy came and said, were you delivering it today? He said, no, we are delivering 140. No, you're not getting it. 140 Range Rovers. Now, because he's not active on social media, and the people who he gives to might not be like me, who will come out and say, there it is. He gave me this. If you sat down with those people, just 2 days ago I was with my team, I was with him, and I got a call from WICKNELL, and he was in another location on video call in another country. I'm looking at it, I'm seeing at his company, workers in another country. Workers, people are working at his company. Just down there, there's another company there that belongs to him. That I said to my guys, you see that company? I know who owns that company. What you do is, when you want that type of product, buy it there, never tell him it's me. Because you don't know what he does, and you have no proof of it, guess what you do? Fight. Steadfast. I'm here. No contract with the government anyway. No contract. No tender. Zero. But I'm part of the people accused of taking state funds. Maybe you are the state. Because they say I steal from the church. I remember I was sitting with the head of state just laughing, and I'm sitting there, and they said, we need to contribute and help these people and help this one and help this one. I think this one has to contribute this. And then they came to me and said, Prophet has to contribute money. The president said, where does he get the money? His money is for churches. You want him to take money that he sponsors churches and then sponsors this? That is not fair. Now, the head of state doesn't even know that according to some fools, I steal money from the state. Isn't he the one supposed to be giving me this money through our back-end deals? You know, some stupidity is like you were not born by a mother. A cockroach just got pregnant. Makatamba muchimboshora. Hey, abamari. Yesu makupinda mcomment manje. WICKNELL undirangarireo.
Yes, first you used to speak against him, saying all men of bad things, and now you're in the comment section asking for cars from WICKNELL. Remember me, say WICKNELL.
boss mkuru wemazuva mutirangariro. You see, you realize fighting, the Bible says it this way: as Paul was given, don't kick against the pricks. There are some people, when you fight them, you are kicking against something that will come back to you and haunt you. It's not necessary. Right now, if I ask you, this is my last question, my last thing. If I ask you, how many know the Strait of Hormuz? Yes, the one that they're fighting for in Iran. See your hands, you raised. Do you honestly think you need to know it? You know the Strait of Hormuz. Yet you don't know where to get your own money. But the Strait of Hormuz, you know. Yes, America, then this, then Donald Trump said this, then they're refusing. And information you have no need of. We need information straight to your money. Yes, not Strait of Hormuz. Yes, you are broke because you are concentrating on things that don't make sense. Anyone with money is a thief. Anyone with money is a witch, wizard, liar. Osama bin Laden, you know, he was in a cave. Where's your money? I don't know. Don't you think what they are doing is actually distracting you from your purpose? That's why I don't watch news. I do not. CNN for what? Cartoon News Network. I don't watch that. Why would I be watching nonsense like that? So I can be lied to. Tell your neighbor, if you watch the news. If you don't watch the news, you will be uninformed. If you watch the news, you will be misinformed. So what do? I create the news. I said I'm a news creator. I said I'm a news creator. You have issues. This time, just rise and say yes for me. Me, I'm going to win. This battle, I'll be number one. In every location, they will know about me. Also, you concentrate on Evan. Atenga mota. We atenga ipi.
You spend your time just concentrating on other people. This one has bought this. This one has bought that. This one has bought this.
Your mother is crying, my son, my daughter, create something for me, for our family. Yet you are there gossiping about the ones who have it. You can only attract the anointing you respect. You can. WICKNELL because andina motor ndikuitsvaga. No, that's why I need to my Rolls Royce anditengera.
I'm not saying this just to praise WICKNELL.
And before these cars,
to get a car,
before
because I already have
you
two
heard of
cars.
him, 2014, 2015, he was always nice to me. At now tanga nas.
We didn't start
now
today.
tanga motor nas.
This is not the first time he's given me a car. Ever since 2014.
Yama with state funds.
Now you're calling it state funds.
Muchasi ambava.
You're gonna live real criminals.
Muchitero asingabi.
Following those that are not stealing.
Deals themselves are right there. I have one of my sons here. I told them go and do what's the name? Tenders. And they applied, cancel. They came back 2 weeks later, they said, I got a tender. I said, do you know anyone in the CCC? No, I don't know. You are a state fund thief. And then they laugh. So you see how it is? Just go. On the 30th, when is the 30th? 30th is Thursday, when? Thursday next week. We have Dr. TAGWIREI here. Come and hear a man who has actually experienced it, who has the results.
Just talking from your house and not knowing how things go.
WICKNELL,
Come and ask. This is the platform. Even say WICKNELL will bring him here. So then you can properly ask how to make money.
It's like you are a father's bureau of investigators, FBI. Trying to figure out where are you getting your money. Environment, sir. That's why you don't know him. That's why you don't have his number. Because if he gets into an environment, all you want to know is where are you getting money. Not where should I also get money. I was bothered by my own son. He said, can he mentor me, please, this man? I said, here's his number, call him. And he would see him. If he's in London, my son would, Papa, I'm going to see WICKNELL. I say, okay. I'm not one person who says that. And I'm rich, sir. I want to say this in a humble way. I don't know how, what language now. Ha! Should I kneel here and say it? I'm loaded. I don't know how I need to say it to you. No, I'm actually rich. I'm terribly rich. I told you that time I had a vision. In the morning, I had a dream. And I'm looking at my bank account. It's 2 million. I think 2.5 million, 2 million. I said, God, where's the rest of my money? I woke up depressed. My friends. Hello, someone. Are you here?
Yes, sir.
When I said I had money until I had Kenneth Copeland had given 37 jets as gifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, 31. As gifts, jets. Jet. I'm not talking about those ski jets. No. I'm talking about aeroplanes. And a man is giving as a gift. I was talking to Apostle Johnson Suleiman yesterday. And I said, Prophet, do you still want a jet? I said, I'm thinking of it. He said, no, quickly say it. I said, why? I said, I'm getting rid of mine. So, I can send you one. No, you're not getting this. I did not say he was selling me a jet. No. This is yesterday. He has 3. He said, I'm getting rid of these ones. I can send you one. What have your friends offered you lately? Your friends offered you what? Trouble. Some have taken your boyfriends. Your past is right there. Your future is right there. Your rich self is right there. All of them exist in one eternal now. Take them, run. Don't worry what the enemy says. Run. We are not there begging for anyone to do anything for us. No, but these things happen. Imagine looking at workers, and these are workers of a man, and I'm saying, this is the country, so I'm doing this, and he's telling me all this, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm like, what? This is your comment, right? Yeah, I heard you have a comment here. I heard they do this. He said, let me just do a video call. Boom, it's there. And then I went into the comments where I said, no, we don't know where his money is coming from. Does he owe you an explanation? Broke people have nothing to do but analyze rich people. Broke people discuss people. Rich people discuss ideas. Hello. My birthday is coming when? September. Ed, my son calls me and said, I have a preliminary birthday present for you. I said, which one? He said, $500,000 US. Where should I send it? This is when? April, I think it was January, February. My birthday is September. Someone is already saying, should I send you the birthday present? The way you're looking at me. Your problem is right now you want to be me. No, never. Be the current self that I'm provoking. The one you have not touched because of environment. Cancel friends, cancel people, cancel colleagues, block their numbers. Create the energy and the environment that, see, listen to me. The universe, or what you call it, I'm not talking about God here. The universe only gives you what you project, not what you speak. Your faith at a particle level, according to quantum physics and quantum faith, your faith at a particle level is based on vibrations and energies you are creating. If you give up a bad vibe, the universe will project it in funds, in prosperity, in increase, in friends, in environments, and then you find yourself not having the reality you want because you are projecting bad vibes. But if you surround yourself with people that are talking about progress, increase. Do you know there is a book called How to Speak Money? In other words, rich people don't say, I made profit. They talk in revenues. They are dealing with balance sheets. That when they talk about assets and liabilities, and it seems as if they know something. No, language is categorized. There is poor language. There is language for the poor. I know when you speak, I've met a poor person. How to speak money. What the money people say and what it really means. When you arrive and you go like, I
also want to make money.
We know
We know
you don't
automatically
have
that you don't have money.
nothing. We know you are broke like forever. Money is a language. Prosperity is a language. Raise your hands.
So my family, I would like to hear what you think about this. On a personal level, I find no reasons to be arguing with what he's actually saying because he's the one who spends time with these people. But I just also want to hear your views so that we can also discuss. I'm really sorry for my international audience. This was specifically for Zimbabweans. God bless you.